Good morning. Welcome. Certainly hope it's lovely where you are because it's lovely here. So if it's not lovely where you are, stay with us. We'll make it lovely for you because it's lovely here.
It's lovely here.
I'm exhausted now.
Let's
I should go.
No, we can't go because it's Tea for Two Tuesday.
Tea for two
I
Tuesday.
have no, Lou, I just look. You know, all I do is I type in what day, specialty days. Tea for Two Tuesday.
Do you drink tea?
That's a good question. The only time I drink tea, now, although I drink tea a lot less because my grandmother passed away years ago, I drank tea with my grandmother.
Really?
Jenkins.
Yes.
And so my grandmother Murphy too. They were tea drinkers. Mm-hmm. They loved tea. My grandmother Jenkins used to say, you know how you steep the tea?
Yes.
She'd say, is the tea stupid yet?
That's cute.
And also very fussy about, you got to heat up the teapot first.
Oh,
Pour
apparently
hot water
that's...
in the teapot and spush it around and get the teapot hot before you...
And do you put the cream in first or after?
Oh, no cream.
Right? See, my mom and dad did that.
No.
Yeah, they were like true tea.
And then my sisters adopted. My three sisters all like tea as well. And so when we get together sometimes to play Scrabble or something, we'll have tea with Scrabble.
Really?
I don't drink tea at home ever.
I'm not fond of tea. I find it very bitter.
Bitter?
I do. I really do.
You've been drinking the wrong teas.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just you that's bitter.
Maybe it's my taste buds just shot.
It's also Poultry Day.
Poultry Day. Awesome. I eat chicken every day.
Well, there you go.
So I honor those poultry people.
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah. Every day.
That's my exciting news for the day. It's Tea for Two Tuesday and it's Poultry Day.
Poultry Day.
Yeah.
So how can we celebrate Poultry Day?
Well, I would think don't eat a chicken.
Aww.
Just be nice for a change.
Really?
No, it says you're supposed to eat something poultry.
I'll eat something poultry because I always do.
Did you steal this from my desk?
No,
okay.
No. This is from my financial guide. Isn't it pretty?
That's pretty.
I'm a real pen freak. Anyway, hey, did you hear what happened on social media? I know this is crazy, but Sesame Street. The social media team at Sesame Street.
Okay, I haven't heard anything about this.
Put out a tweet yesterday saying, so, if you're on a deserted island, which Sesame Street friend would you take with you and why?
Oh.
Well, I can't tell you how many people tweeted. Like writers,
famous people,
directors, an actor, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, director Joss Whedon, they all answered, and it was so funny because they would pick and were very, very clear on why they would go. Like for instance, Elmo, he's one of the higher paid people on the show, so they think that he would definitely have a search party sent out for him. So they would pick Elmo. Cookie Monster, one guy said, yeah, I'd get Cookie Monster because if worse comes to worse, he'd be good eats.
Because he's
full of cookies. And then another person
talking about cannibalism on the
Yes.
He's planning on who to eat?
Yes.
Which Muppet character is most edible? I'd say Big Bird.
Poultry Day.
There you go.
After all.
It's all about the segue thing.
Yes, yeah. But then another person said that he wouldn't bring Cookie Monster because then if he ever had a sugar low, he'd be like, he'd get hangry and then it could be crazy.
Turn into the...
Lots of people said Grover. Some people who didn't want Elmo to come along is because he's just too hyper.
Yeah.
Because he's like, man.
Could you take Bert and not Ernie, or are they a couple? Do you have to?
Nobody picked either one of them.
Oh, well.
Lots of people picked Oscar. One person picked Oscar because he's a conservationist. He lives in a trash can.
Oh.
And he's a conversationalist. Another person picked Oscar because they could hate on everything together.
I still stick with Big Bird because if you can't get on his back and fly or swim off the island, if you want to ever leave, you could at least eat him. So I'm sticking with Big Bird.
Big Bird's good.
And you know what? Also, he's big, and so he could be like shelter for you in a storm.
I think his legs have to be 18, 19 feet tall, so he could probably walk in the water. Okay. You wouldn't have to stay on the island with Big Bird.
Okay, speaking of...
So you would go with the bird?
I would go with Big Bird. Now, can we move on to the water around the island and the issues that I'm having?
Oh, yes.
This is a terrible story. In the Philippines, a whale washed up on the shore. Dead whale. They found 40 kilograms of hard, calcified plastic garbage the size of 2 basketballs inside the stomach of this whale. They thought she was pregnant.
Oh, my word.
It was so swollen. When they opened her up, they pulled bag after bag after bag of plastic bags. They said it was just never ending. They said the poor thing would have suffered for months before it died.
Oh,
because
my
every
words.
time it ingested more plastic, it would still be hungry because it doesn't fit,
Right, it's not
and
filling.
dehydrated. Also, getting weaker and weaker. It can't dive deep. Doesn't have the ox. You can't dive deep. It's
gosh.
stuck near the surface where all the pollution
So
is.
she
It just
can't
keeps
eat.
eating more and more plastic.
So she can't eat fish and plankton and all
No,
that
she's eating,
stuff.
and the more fish she eats, the more plastic she gets when they're higher up because the plastics don't sink.
Oh my word.
Hey, this is a tragedy.
40 pounds.
Luann, you know that thing that they talk about, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Have you heard about
Yes,
this? The
I
patch?
have.
It is 3 times the size of France right now. It's a free-floating island of garbage that's 3 times the size of France.
That is so scary.
And we don't have
That's
we don't have a
awful.
crisis? No, there's no crisis.
No,
with-
there's no crisis. You know what? I think it's really interesting
me so
because, I saw a video probably 2 months ago of a sea turtle, big, huge, majestic animal, and they were trying to pull out a plastic straw that had gotten stuck in its nose,
Yeah.
and you could see that the turtle just
No.
just horrible.
No.
You know, we
The
have
poor
to
animal.
stop.
We do. So
Like-
that's why we use metal straws in our
And
house.
bring a cloth bag to do your groceries with
There
you.
you go. No more plastics.
Oh my gosh, those bags are
Poor animals,
horrible.
The birds. You said
Yes.
You said seagulls. They opened up a
Yeah,
seagull. And
they opened
found
up a seagull
a
to do
Bic lighter
a
and-
Bic lighter and lids from coffee cups.
Terrible.
And, yeah, we have to be more careful.
Now, speaking of birds and poultry and seagulls, pigeons. Okay, now I don't know if pigeon. I don't know if you knew this or not, but Keith and I had a pet pigeon for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, actually. So what happened was Keith was working on Letterkenny.
So
in
did you
Sudbury.
steal the pet?
No. What
Okay.
happened was he was working on Letterkenny on a farm, and one day on set, this little pigeon, baby bird, showed up and was getting in all the shots on the location.
Oh, really?
And so the Keith is on set, so they said, "Okay, Keith, you know, Dr. Doolittle, you and the animals, you're in shot. You're the bird wrangler for the day. Get that bird out of the shot." So Keith spent the day chasing this baby pigeon out of the shots. The next day they show up to shoot, and the pigeon comes right back to Keith and starts following him around like it's his daddy kind of thing. So the farm owners, this older couple that own the farm, they said, "We have barn animals. That pigeon is now hanging around here. It'll be dead if you don't take it like out of here." And they're like, "What do you
Oh,
mean?
gosh.
It's too tame now. After 2 days only."
Wow.
So then all the crew's bugging Keith. "Oh, Keith, you got to take your pigeon home. And he lives in a hotel when he's in Sudbury.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I'm Skyping with him one day, and I'm looking at him, and in the hotel room, I see above his head on the lampshade, he's sitting on the couch, there's a pigeon. And I said, "What? Is that a pigeon in your room?" He says, "Oh, yeah, that's Pidge. Come here.
Pidge.
Come here." And the bird flies and lands on it.
Stop
I'm
it.
not even kidding.
Really?
I'm like, "What?" And he tells me the story about the bird, and he had to bring it home. He got a cage, and he's keeping the bird in a cage. In his hotel room, a pigeon in a cage.
Wow.
Because he didn't want it to die on the farm. So I'm
Aw.
like, I said, "Is that pigeon coming back to our house?" He said, "That's what I wanted to talk to you about." So it did, and it lived with us for over a year.
Really?
Completely tame, but too tame. Freaked people out. The mailman hated it.
Really?
Well, he just wanted to land on you and be nice and be friends and
Oh,
stuff.
but you don't know that if you don't know the bird.
Right.
So
Right.
now he's
and
coming
he,
at
and
you.
he'd also end up going in some neighbors' houses because he flew in our house all the time. Like if he
So
flew,
he
I
was
have a
just-
video.
Right.
I have a video. He flew in. He would, if we opened our French doors, the bird would fly in and land on the piano, and then he would play the piano.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding. He liked walking. Luann, do you have audio with that, Michael? Because he actually.
That is goofy.
That's Pidge. That was Pidge.
And he's
Pidge-
playing
Look at, he
piano.
loved it. He'd play the high notes. And I'd talk to him and say, "Play the high notes," and he'd go walk. So that was our pigeon.
Was he cooing at the same
Oh, yes.
time?
He
as
loved
if-
the sound of
like
the
as if he
piano.
was singing along.
He would walk and sing, absolutely.
That is funny.
He went missing.
Oh,
Eventually, we
no.
had him over a year, and he stayed in our yard. He
Right.
would chase trucks down the street and stuff.
Just like a dog.
We don't know whether we think a neighborhood cat
Oh
got in the
no.
yard. That's what we figured. Because
Oh.
why would he leave? He had it made.
Well,
The
sure.
reason I tell this story, Luann, is because on the news, a long-distance racing pigeon named Armando from Belgium was sold at auction. I didn't even know they raced pigeons.
I didn't either.
I had a pigeon that played the piano, which I think is more impressive than racing.
Right.
Armando the Belgian pigeon sold for $1.4 million.
What?
$1.4 million for
Do
a
they have to
racing
wear
pigeon.
little helmets when they're racing?
No,
I wonder.
I didn't even know the pigeons raced.
How do they know when
Where the
they're at the finish line?
How do they know if there's another pigeon that they're racing against?
How do they know
How do you teach
if
a
they
pigeon?
won?
How do you make them go faster?
Food.
More croutons, more croutons, more croutons.
That's
A
weird.
Chinese buyer paid $1.4 million at
For a
auction for
pigeon.
Armando the Belgian pigeon.
You know what?
What?
Wanted to eat it.
That's exactly what I said.
Right?
Well, it's poultry day.
Yes. Wanted to eat the pigeon.
They're going to use it.
That's an expensive lunch.
I'm telling you. What do you call that? Squab?
Squab.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, there you go. Chinese
Yeah.
squab. There. Well,
Holy moly.
I want my pigeon back.
Oh,
Just for the money. Hey,
Just for the money now.
great show today. I have some police officers here, so you better behave yourself. And also, Sue College talking about a really cool initiative.
Oh, cool.
All that plus the news with this lady on my left. On Mornings with Luann and Tim. See you in a minute. Beforehand. Good morning and welcome back to Morning with Luann and Tim. And joining me now, I have, let me get this straight, okay? This is Sergeant Monique Baker and Constable Allison Kirkpatrick.
Right.
OPP City Police.
Yeah.
You guys, thanks for being on the show. I love these
for
guys.
having us.
You guys, I've worked with both of you in different capacities over the years. I just admire you both so much, and you've taken on this amazing project. 6 years.
I know.
Yes.
Operation All Dressed Up.
We can't believe it.
It's gone by so fast.
Yeah.
Where did the idea come from? Monique, Allison, what?
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
it was, the founder was my mom.
Seriously?
Yeah, the founder was my mom down in Southern Ontario, and she gave me the idea. And one day in the office in Crime Stoppers, I said to Monique, "What do you think about this? Do you think you want to do it?" And I couldn't have picked a better person to partner with because we've been doing it for 6 years solid. So
Yeah.
So the concept is, you tell,
Yeah.
in case people don't know.
So Allison's mom worked at a school actually.
Oh.
And the program was actually running in Southern Ontario in Oxford County, right?
Yep.
By two OPP officers, Michelle Murphy and the late
Murphy, that's a good name. Yeah,
and the
sorry.
late Laurie Hawkins.
Okay.
But Laurie Hawkins passed away, and Michelle ran the program in her honor.
Okay.
So that's where kind of the idea came from, and then we were partners in Crime Stoppers, so we said let's try it, let's see what happens. So we just kind of put it out there, and we asked for donations of dresses.
Dresses.
This was back in 2013.
13, probably, if this is the 6th year, is
Yeah.
that right?
I think so.
Okay.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, hey, look, that's what's on the screen right now.
Yes.
Operation All Dressed Up. That's this year's poster.
yes, that's
Yeah.
this year's. Yep, that's happening.
So the concept is,
So we asked for the community for
Donate.
donations of dresses, and it ended up we got dresses, accessories, shoes,
and this
everything.
is so that people can get all dressed up and go to their graduations, proms.
Yes.
Is it prom or both graduation?
Both.
Prom or graduation?
Prom, graduation.
Grade 8 and grade 12.
Yes, and
Yeah.
also we have the Catholic schools that have their mass as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we accept all kinds of dresses.
Yeah.
And it took off like wildfire, and we've never looked back.
Look, there's some pictures here. Is this?
Yeah, we've had an
How
incredible,
many dresses have you been having show up?
incredible support from the community.
Who are those? Are those girls that are shopping, or are those volunteers?
Those
or
are
what?
volunteers.
Yeah, those are our
Is
volunteers.
that Haley back in the film?
Yes.
It is Haley. Oh.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
our summer student.
So
What's this now?
Well, we also have people that will call us up that want to come for the day and donate their services. So whether it be for nails, we've partnered with Sioux College Hair and Esthetician Program.
Are you
since
kidding me?
day
These people
one.
come and so not the girls get dressed and they also have a
Yes.
We also have
estheticians and stuff?
Shoppers Drug Mart comes and they do the makeup. And we have all the shoes.
Oh, okay, I gotta tell you, I just had a bit of an orgasm. I love shoes. Look, Imelda Marcos would be in heaven. Oh, people donate all this stuff?
Yes.
It's all donated.
I love Sault Ste. Marie. Hey, you're going to the district now, too, aren't you?
Yes.
We are. Those are all our volunteers. I mean, we could
Seriously?
not run this
Yep.
program
Wait,
without...
where are you located? You're in a ballroom there.
We're at the
We're-
water tower.
Yeah.
In the pavilion.
Is that where you do it still?
Every year, Donna donates the water tower for us,
Nursing
so
her
we've
family,
had it.
yeah?
We've
Yeah.
had it in the same
So
location.
here's somebody doing the hair for the girls?
Yep, Sioux College.
What now, how do you know what days to do it on when there's proms and stuff?
Well, what happens is,
How does
okay,
that
so
work?
they come, we have everything there. They make an appointment, they come, they check in. We have personal shoppers that will help them look for their
Wait,
dresses.
this isn't alterations,
We
is it?
have
Yep.
seamstresses.
You do not have seamstresses.
Yes, we do. About
Yeah.
6 of them that come and set up, and they'll do all the alterations on the spot. So the girls leave, they have their dresses, all their accessories, they have their coupons for free hair, updos at Sioux College, and then a free pedicure or manicure, and then they only have to pay $10 for the other service that they get, and all they have to do is call and make the appointment. But they can get it all done that day.
Yep.
So it's a full day's event.
How do they register? Do they register?
Yes.
How
They have to call
okay,
us.
so how? What?
The numbers are on the poster. So the
Okay.
poster that we have lists my number and Monique's number, and they just call and they book.
Do you guys have like a Facebook, like social media, anywhere that someone could go like and see information like that online or no?
No, we just
No.
promote it.
Just promote it,
through,
so-
through
Yeah,
this
and
type
there's
of thing.
posters all over the
Posters
school.
all over in the schools, right? Are your posters
Yes.
in the schools?
Yeah,
So
we've
there you
partnered
go.
with both school boards, so
Yeah.
they're on
So the
board
kids
with
will
it.
find out about how.
Oh yeah, they know
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
They
Yep.
know about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now the parents know too. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Are there? Do you have to qualify somehow to
No,
be?
we don't ask questions, and
You
I
don't
mean
ask-
we've had
That's
girls
nice. That's
come
good.
for a variety of reasons throughout the year, and we don't ask
Throughout the
you
year?
know, I mean throughout
Okay.
every program,
Yeah.
whether it be for financial reasons or. Social anxiety, that kind of stuff. Like we have kids that come from for mental
Yeah.
health reasons
Yeah.
that really just
And we don't want to get into it with
no.
them.
Right? No.
We
Because
just
it's
wanna
their day, right? Their day to shine and enjoy it.
And we have
so-
girls that come in like this and they're very closed up.
Yeah, sure.
And by the time they leave, they're
Yeah.
like glowing, they're smiling, and that's all we care about. It's
Do
making
you,
them
do
happy.
you do any of the young ladies who benefit from the program? Do they stay in touch with you after? Like, do you get pictures and stuff from the events?
Sometimes they bring the dress back. We had the first year that we did it,
Yeah.
the girl that donated the dress, she took a picture with the girl that got the dress. And it was so,
Yeah.
it's very moving.
Yeah.
So, and if you want to donate dresses or shoes, or would you accept other things as well? Dresses, shoes, handbags, accessories, jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they do that then?
Well,
What
they
same
can-
deal? They contact you?
They can drop it off at either the OPP station on Great Northern Road or Jody McNabb, who owns Yes It Fits, across from the City Police Station. It's a lingerie boutique.
Yes, it
She's
fits.
been-
Is that the bra lady?
Yes.
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 I've heard amazing things about her.
Oh, she's wonderful.
I should get her on the show. Jody.
Yes.
Tell her.
Jody's in Las Vegas right now, but when she comes back,
It's okay. So yeah, I'd love to get Jody on the show.
she's very involved. She even came last year to our event to help the girls out, to make sure that they feel comfortable in their dresses, and if they need a little extra help in that department, she was there to help them. So
Wow, I think I might have a couple. I probably have a couple of dresses that don't. fit me. Although, who wants to go to a prom looking like an 80-year-old Jewish widow?
but the whole idea of the program is to help these girls. The parents are very grateful, but it's all about making these young girls feel proud of themselves. They've worked hard. They're graduating.
Yeah.
So feel good about yourself. Feel good about that day, and it's also about a little bit of mentoring for us to be able to
sure.
spend time with these young girls.
Because
And
we're there that day in uniform too,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So they look at us in a different light.
Right.
And we
So-
want them to know that, you know what, the world is you're open to you. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want,
Yep.
but it's okay to feel good about yourself and get dressed up and enjoy your day.
Hey, tell me about the district, because we didn't really get to that yet. You said that you're expanding this year, and because you've had
It's-
people come from
We've had people come
Pickmobert.
from Pickmobert, Hornpain, White River.
the Thunder Bay area. They've come down here to get outfits
yes.
for their
Yeah,
proms.
they have.
So
And-
you're moving, you're expanding.
Yes,
You
this
have
year the
volunteers.
east we have Blind River, Elliott Lake. They're going to be sending girls as well. So
Wow.
It's awesome.
All right, and so is there a date on this? Like,
Sunday, April 14th.
Sunday,
so
April
we're still
14th.
looking for donations. If
There's the
anybody
poster
has
again.
any gently used dresses,
Within
similar.
the last 5 years.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
modern.
right.
We want modern.
Yeah.
All right, and so we know now where to come. You can actually, I think that's so cool. You can actually drop them off at the OPP.
Yes.
station. That is.
Yes.
You guys do a lot of great partnering, OPP with City Police, on a lot of
do.
different events in this in
We do.
the community. Thank
Yeah.
you for all that you do, Monique.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Always. Thank
Allison,
you.
thanks for being here. Welcome to the show. She's an old pro.
Not quite, but
We'll be back with more. More with Luann and Tim right after this. Don't go anywhere. Did you go to a prom in Espanola, speaking of prom dresses and Operation All Dressed Up?
No.
Never got to go to your prom.
I'm lying.
What? Oh.
I'm lying. I went to my grade 12 prom, didn't go to my grade 13 prom.
Remember grade
I had such
13?
a cool dress. It was so pretty.
Really?
Yeah.
Grade 12 prom?
With Chris Van Norman.
Chris, I wonder where
Yeah.
he's at, do you know?
I have no idea.
No
He was from
idea.
Webwood. So he's bigger and better. Even if he's in Espanola. He's bigger and better. Webwood.
We got St. Mary's College. I went to the prom. I think we went early. We tried. There was a bunch of us went in grade 11, and we shouldn't have even tried
Were
that.
you hammered?
No, gosh, no. I didn't drink.
Ever?
No, I was driving my father's Cadillac.
Oh, pardon me.
No, I didn't drink in high school.
Oh, no? I didn't either. I was chicken.
You're such a
I was
liar.
afraid. No, I was afraid of my dad.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I went with Amy Ferrier, Dr. Tom Ferrier. He started. I sounded like Carol Channing. Dr. Tom Ferrier. Dr. Tom Ferrier was one of the guys that started the group health center.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and they lived on Airport Road, and his daughter Amy and I, and she went to Cora. Thank goodness, because she was she was tough. Because
Oh.
I mean, no, she went to Boating. Anyway, she went to Boating. Anyway, we go to this prom, grade 11, and we weren't really welcome there. 'Cause you know why? Because we were too young to go to the prom. Who did we think we were
weren't
crashing?
Well,
you know what I
Matt,
mean?
you know what? That's brave because you don't do that.
And not only that, I remember Amy wore a dance skin. Remember dance
Oh,
skin?
yeah, yeah.
So it was like a dance skin top with just little spaghetti straps and a little wraparound skirt like the disco dance.
Yes, yes. Oh,
Trying to put
my.
a corsage on that. My sister had to put it on her because I didn't know. Then we walk in, not a word of a lie. I walk in with Amy Ferrier, and she was gorgeous and tall and shapely in her, and we're walking along the dance floor, the Ramada Inn, and some jerk from my school in an older grade makes a comment loud enough for us to hear, oh, look at what Murphy brought to the dance. I wonder how much he had to pay her.
Oh.
I was scared because I'm grade 11 and, I was at that time like 5'2" and 100 and not even
As
100
opposed
pounds.
to now, you're 5'2" and 120 pounds.
Amy, being the girl from Boating that she was, walked up to the guy and cursed at him and said, and you couldn't pay me enough to be here with you.
Whoa,
And she took
Amy,
my arm and dragged me across the dance floor to my table.
Good.
Thanks,
I like
Amy.
that.
Remember when I went to visit Amy Ferrier and her mother? They moved to Toronto, and I went to visit them. Mrs. Ferrier passed away. She was lovely, Jean. Anyway, I went to visit them in Toronto, and they lived on Strawn Avenue, and there was a Kentucky Fried Chicken right there, and that's where they told me to get off at the streetcar. Get off at the Kentucky Fried Chicken and walk south.
Okay.
So I tell the streetcar driver, I need to get off at JJ's.
Oh, yeah.
In
When I first
Toronto. And
moved to
he's
the
like,
Sioux, I
"What?"
was like, what?
I said, I want to get off. I'm supposed to get off at this street, and there's a JJ's on the corner. He goes, I don't know what a JJ's is. I'm like, come on, the guy with the beard. He's like, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm like, yeah, that place.
When I first moved to the Sioux, everybody was talking about JJ's Chicken. I'm like, well, where is it? I thought it was like near Mrs. B's, or they were brother and sister, maybe.
KFC.
I don't know. JJ's. And
We
I
always
was like,
called
what?
it
Yeah.
JJ's. Yeah. Anyway, that's
Weird. Are you going to donate your prom dress to?
I was saying, I said I could donate some dresses, but who wants to go to a prom looking like an 80-year-old Jewish widow?
There's that.
Hey, you have the news coming up next?
I have the news coming up next, so please stay tuned because we have lots of crimes to talk about.
Oh, no, wait. The Norgoma.
Oh, yes. The fate of the Noragoma is sealed. Stay tuned. We'll tell you what's happening.
Right after this.
Right after this.
On Mornings with
Luann.
and Tim.
Brianna and
Go.
hi. Welcome
You
to
go. What is
Mornings
it?
with Luann
She's telling
and
me.
Tim.
She's going to tell me a story.
You know what?
No.
I just read really quick. Lupita Nyong'o,
Hey,
who
what?
is an awesome actress. One of her first roles, she won an Oscar. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're
For
so
what?
in tuned.
For what did she?
Her and Rihanna
Okay.
are working on a project
Lupita
together.
and Rihanna?
Lupita and Rihanna. And they were seen together at a fashion show.
Okay.
Because it's Fashion Week, or it was Fashion Week, and they were sitting together. And so lots of people are like, because Rihanna's already making makeup. She's already doing makeup.
Okay.
And oh yeah, and she sings. So they're thinking maybe it'll be fashion.
Like a combination of the
Yes.
two. Lupita and Rihanna.
Lupita Nyong'o is infamous for her red carpet dresses.
outfits.
Oh my word, she's stunning.
Wow. What's with the makeup now? Everyone and
Everybody.
his sister
Yeah.
and his brother and sister are creating makeup lines.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a new opening, right? Because of Lori Loughlin's daughter losing all of her contracts for her makeup line.
Yes.
So I guess there's room for everybody.
There's room for everybody.
Really,
now.
all these pop.
That and
divas.
perfume, right? Perfume.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother is making perfume. What do you know about perfume? What do you know?
Well, Joan Rivers had that whole she had perfume
and jewelry.
She was
She had tacky jewelry. I'm sorry. I know.
Bumblebee pins.
Oh, seriously, the rings that were like, good Lord, like she weighed 4 pounds and she'd put one on, and
I kind of have this is completely changed of subject, but this is really bothering me. Okay, so we talked yesterday about the gentleman who won the Juno Award, Dutcher.
Yes.
Okay, he's from East Coast Indigenous, talking about the water crisis, and this shouldn't be happening. The housing crisis. I was just reading about the housing crisis in Nunavut. Okay. There's 38,000 people who live there. There's 2,500 names on a waiting list for public housing. Okay? They've been on the list. The people have been on the list for 10 years for public housing. There's 25 different communities up there. Some of them aren't even connected by roads. To build one unit, because of the location, the remote, $500,000.
Oh, my word.
$500,000.
that's worse than Toronto.
They have a deficit right now of 3,000 units. That's $3
Oh
billion.
my gosh. How do you even see your way out of
So
that?
you need $3 billion. Guess what? In 2017, the Liberals said we'll give you $240 million over 10 years. $2.4 million over 10 years for a $3 billion. Look at.
Oh
Now,
my gosh.
some of these places are 2-bedroom homes, and the housing authorities have seen up to 20 people living in a 2-bedroom home.
Oh my gosh.
The story I read was about Brenda Maniapik and her 4 children. Sounds nice. 1-bedroom house, bathroom, laundry room, living room, and adjacent kitchen. 4 kids in a 1-bedroom. Guess what? The 1-bedroom home belongs to her best friend. She and her 4 children live in a 10 by 15 laundry room. They live in the laundry room of the house.
Oh my gosh.
They have a bed and a crib. There's not even room for a dresser. They're crammed in beside the washing machine. She has a 5-year-old, a 16-month-old, and twin 4-month-olds.
Oh my goodness.
Living in a laundry room. They've been there for 7 years in a laundry room with no windows and no dressers. This is in Canada. This is in our country.
What's the solution? Right? Right? What's part of me wants to say stop having babies.
And part of
First
me
of
wants
all,
to say, take some money from the Subway Torontos and spend them elsewhere in Canada.
Right?
Or I guess that's provincial.
Yeah.
It's federal. It's got to be federal
but
money.
it's like I don't know where to even start. That's such a big issue.
I know.
I mean, we're thinking about water and they don't even, oh my gosh.
I'm brushing my teeth and thinking,
Right?
turn the water off in between
Yeah.
brushing. Don't waste it.
Exactly.
And then we're throwing plastic into the ocean and
Killing whales. We're awesome.
we need help.
Let's go to Mars so we can ruin that planet
We can
too.
start all over again. Listen, but we do good things on this planet, and we're going to talk about some good news right after this break. Good. Welcome back to Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim, and joining me right now from the Sioux College Public Relations and Event Management Program, I have Sabrina and I have Jessica. Hello, ladies. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Thanks for being here so early in the morning. So, you guys have taken on this challenge as part of your program.
Yes.
It's a fundraiser for Arch. It's the 3rd annual Bowl for Arch.
Yes.
Yes.
So, part of your class assignment is to create this event, to publicize it. You have to do the whole thing, right, from start to finish.
Pretty much.
It's kind of exciting.
Very, yeah.
So, how long have you been working on this particular project? When did you
We
really start
got
working?
it assigned, it would have been at the beginning of, no, at the middle of the semester actually. I think it's only been about a month that we've been working on
Whoa,
it. Yeah.
that's pretty quick. Are you you have a sort of the benefit of riding on the coattails of previous classes who planned this because there's sort of a template for you, yes or no?
Yeah, we have a little bit of a template that we have been following, but a lot of the theme itself, so the fact that it's an 80s theme, that was our idea. And calling it Take Me Back to Bowl for Arch was also our idea. So
It really is just a template, and you have to flush
and
the
we
whole
have
thing
to-
and make it
yeah.
different and
Exactly.
new.
Yes.
Make it unique
you
and
want it
yours.
to be. You want it to be different. Exactly. Yeah.
How many of you? It's half the class, you said, because the other half is working on a fundraiser for the Neighborhood Resource Center.
Yes.
Okay, so how many of you were actually involved in this thing?
There's about 10 people in our group.
Okay.
It's kind of split. Our teachers split it up based on
Gino Cavallo.
Gino and Natasha. Yeah.
Oh, who's Natasha?
Natasha Kola.
Right. Yes. Okay, so they split it up.
Yes, so they kind of assigned, we're the overall group leaders, and then we have assigned different roles to the different people in our group.
I was going to say, when you have 10 people working on a project, it can get, sometimes people have ideas and it can get a little, I've been involved in that kind of thing where you say, my idea is better, my idea is better. And you've got to sort of work as a team, which is a great experience to learn how to navigate through those kinds of.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're doing event planning, it's all about you're bringing ideas to the table,
For
right?
sure.
exactly, and you're always working together with people, so your ideas are always kind of coming collaboratively, working together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun.
So the 80s, why the 80s?
I mean, honestly, who doesn't love the 80s?
The
It's-
music, the fashions were
Yeah,
crazy. You think about
exactly.
like Madonna, and you think
Exactly.
about Cyndi Lauper and all that great
It's
Boy
so
George,
fun.
Yes.
right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of different outfits. Are you encouraging people to dress for the occasion?
Yes, we are. We want people to dress for the 80s. We're also encouraging people to dress up as their favorite band, potentially. Really anything they want to do. So
And we're bowling in teams, obviously. You're
Yes.
looking for teams of 4 to 5 people. Oh, the poster's up on the screen right now. That's what the audience
Yes.
is seeing. So you're looking for 4 to 5 people to register as a team. So the teams could have some fun doing some themes themselves,
Of
couldn't they? I
course,
mean, you could come,
yes.
what if you came dressed as like your cast of your favorite 80s show or something?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Do they win prizes for this kind of stuff?
They
Yes.
do win prizes.
Yeah.
So there's prizes for best dressed?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of prizes. One of them is for sure gonna be best dressed.
You said a lot of prizes. You've had an amazing response from the community. Talk about how what you had to do as far as outreach to go to businesses and get these donations. What's that been like for you?
It's been an amazing experience. I know we've learned a lot just from that, to see how many people are willing to appreciate Arch, and they want to involve themselves in this event in whatever way they can. It's been amazing.
Yeah, and we have prizes. So, for example, we have a Bluetooth Bose speaker that we are going to be bidding off during the silent auction.
Oh, yeah, silent. So in
Yes.
addition to prizes, there's silent
Yeah.
auction.
Yes.
And for people who are going to this event, make sure you have some money in the bank. Because I'll tell you why. No, really, because the whole point is you're not making a lot of money. It's $25 per person is the minimum pledge.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can raise a lot more money from the silent
yes.
auction.
Oh yeah.
On the actual day, yes.
And so you go in there and you think, you know what, I'm going to bid on something. Maybe you don't need a Bose speaker. Who cares? Bid on it and give it away to somebody.
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
for sure.
It's all brand new stuff too, and we have a nice selection of
Like
prizes.
shopping. You can buy Christmas
Yes,
gifts.
Yeah.
it is like shopping
It
for
is.
sure.
Okay, so you're only looking for 2 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had 24 teams that we needed initially, and so as of now, we only need 2 more teams to
That's a
register.
good sign.
Yes.
That means you've done a great job of reaching out. How have you reached out as part of your project? Which methods of communicating this and promoting this event? What have you done?
We created, one of the first things we did was create a Facebook page.
Of course so.
We shared it amongst all of our friends, encouraging people to share it with their friends,
Mm-hmm.
etc. And a really strong thing for us has been just literally word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
A lot of it is the reputation that Arch has as well. Have you
Yes,
had a chance to
absolutely.
go out there at all? Have you had a chance to visit
Yes, yeah, and it's such a calming, welcoming environment. The staff is so compassionate. everyone just wants to give, and it's an amazing place to.
Did you see the kitchen? Did you
Yeah, I
did. You
did.
smell the food that you
I
got?
did. It's amazing. All the
Honestly,
volunteers, like everyone cares so much, and that's awesome.
I
to
have
see.
friends. I have friends who've had family members that have passed at Arch, and they've all, to the one, they all said the same thing. After having been through the experience and appreciating what Arch has brought, they have only the greatest things to say about it.
Yes,
I mean, they say that it was life-changing for them to be able to let their loved ones pass
Yeah.
with dignity and comfort and great care,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that beautiful setting, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
So
something
nice.
too that Arch is just something that the community, it has touched literally at the hearts of everyone in the community. It doesn't
right.
even matter if you've had an experience with them or you haven't. Like I personally haven't, and still all the work that they do, it's amazing, and it's definitely touched my heart just planning this event for them.
Fantastic. And when is this event? Oh, here it is. It says
Yes.
Friday, April the 5th. So that's like, is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
So 2 weeks, we only have 2 teams left, so get your teams together. Teams could come from a workplace, family, school,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
neighbors, friends, whatever, right?
Anyone. Yeah.
4 to 5 people, $25 minimum per person. Nobody says you can't spend some more to register.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Where do they go to register? Oh,
So you have to just email me. My email's on the poster. It's
and on the Facebook
shared on the
page?
Facebook page. Yep.
The Facebook page is called what? Oh, once again, the poster's
Yep.
up so the audience can write that email down, folks. The Facebook page is called what?
It's called
Take Me Back to Bowl
Take
for
Me
Arch.
Back to Bowl for Arch.
Yes.
So, do you have music playing? Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Is that a big
North
part of the
Crest
night?
Bowling Lanes is very kind of
80s-y,
that
you
themed
know?
already.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it
Yeah.
has that vibe. So
Food? There's food too?
There's
yes,
food.
there will be food, and we also
Is that
have.
coming from Sioux College by any chance?
It's no.
No? Okay. I just wondered whether Jenny might be involved doing some food, but no.
Oh no. But we do have tea provided by David's Tea throughout the night too, so that's awesome. That's another little
Nice.
something.
And the bar will be open.
Yes.
Yes? Is it all ages though?
It is all ages.
So
yeah,
you don't have to be 19 to do this?
No.
Oh, great. Oh, that's good to know. Maybe a high school team could get together
Yep.
too.
Yeah,
That'd be fun,
definitely.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking. This is all the funds going to Arch then.
Yes, everything, all the proceeds,
all the
any
proceeds,
donations.
Yes.
donations, and I wanted to ask you about the growth of the event over the 3 years. You said
yes.
you've never had it sold out before.
No, this will be,
No.
if we get the 24 teams secured,
Two
this
more
will be
teams?
the first
The
time
first
this
class to
event.
sell out the
Yeah.
event, and to sell out the event to the full bowling lane. Because in the
Yes.
past you've had other bookings conflicting, so you haven't had
Yes.
the full. This year you got the whole place.
The whole place.
And you're almost sold out. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
You guys are really impressive. And
Thank you.
tell Gino and Natasha.
Natasha.
They're doing a pretty good job here. The future, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Fundraising for Arch. It's called Take Me Back to Bowl for Arch. Check out their Facebook page, register your team, and help out the community. We'll be back with Luann right after this. I like that they had the disco ball on the poster for the Bowl for Arch because it's Take Me Back to the 80s, eh?
I love that poster. It's
Take Me Back to Bowl
gorgeous.
for Arch. Do you bowl? Are you a bowler at all?
I used to bowl in Espanola with the 5-pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've never used a finger one.
I'm what? 10
Bowling ball.
10 pin. I am the kind of bowler where the first game I play is always my best. And then I get worse and worse as I play.
Because you get so tired.
I think so.
Yes. Do you want to do this again tomorrow?
I'd love to.
Okay, let's do it tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, too. Thanks for watching.